excited. Spring is almost here. The flowers are blooming. The bees are buzzing. Man, it's beautiful outside. Hey, Davey, what you got going on today? How come you don't ask me about talking to the 8-ball anymore? I just learned to accept it, Davey. What you got going on today? Well, I have this print and I need to get the material on order for it, but I'm not even sure what this material is. What does it say? It calls out CB1045 HIV. I don't believe I've ever heard of that grade before. Where did you look, Davey? Well, the first thing I did was ask my trusted sidekick 8-ball. That didn't work, did it, Davey? Well, then I tried dousing the material racks, hoping it would point me in the right direction. You realize how crazy that sounds, right, Davey? I'm not crazy! I'm just an outside-the-box thinker. No, Davey, you're definitely not crazy. Your box isn't even on the same planet. We're on Earth, right? Moving on. What else did you do, Davey? Well, that's it. I don't even know what else to do. I bet that little engineer's got some information on this.
Did someone call for a little engineer?
It's like magic. You call, he comes. We need your help identifying a steel grade. It's CB1045 HIV.
I'll be right back. That spec is as old as World War II. To the archives!
To the archives? Who knows with him?
You guys are in luck. I happen to have a copy of that spec right here from the archives.
Wow, that's a lot of dust. You weren't kidding about archives. Where did you get that thing, little engineer? That dust may be contaminated.
Of course not. All the sacred machining archives are in the secret bomb shelter under this building.
Secret what? I don't even want to know. So can we see the document or what?
Of course not. You're not fit to wield these sacred messages from the machining archives in this bomb shelter under this building.
What do you mean we can't have it?
Here, look, there's a copy in the latest production machining article, and I have it right here.
Thanks, little engineer. Maybe we can figure this out. Well, Davey, it looks like this is an old AISI identification. Looks like they had several prefixes to identify different processes, and they had several suffixes to identify different processes. So for instance, A designates basic open hearth alloy steels, B was acid Bessemer carbon steel, and C was basic open hearth carbon steel. CB denoted either acid Bessemer or basic open hearth carbon steel, and D denoted acid open hearth carbon steel, and E denoted electric furnace. So in your case, you had CB, so it could be either acid Bessemer or open hearth. Then you had 3 suffixes. So we're not going to go over all these, but I'm going to run down to the ones that you had. You had H, so it's guaranteed hardenability, so it's very similar to the H-band steels that we see today in modern designations. I, it was guaranteed conformity to non-metallic inclusions. And V is craft quality or MagnaFlux testing requirements. So it means it had to be mag tested. Now, Davey, this is some really old stuff. This is from like World War II, like the little engineer said. So this is not something you're going to order to, but this at least gives you an idea of what to be looking at when you're ordering modern steel. Almost everything that we get nowadays is electric furnace in this country anyways. And, you know, you're going to have to tell them what you want on these other things as far as the inclusions and the MagnaFlux requirements. But this is kind of your key for this archaic spec. Hey, boss man! Hey, boss man!
Dave and Davey, what are you guys doing?
The little engineer brought us text from the archives.
Davey, how many times have I told you you have no safety glasses on?
Oh, man, I forgot about it. I know. Safety glasses again. I got it, boss man.
You guys get back to work.
Dave, I appreciate all your help. I better get this material on order and get back to work. I'll see you later, Davey. Don't let him know, but I don't know what we would do without that little engineer's help.
I heard that. Does someone need carbon choke cleaner?
Wow, little engineer, I'm beginning to think you have this room bugged. You know what they say, the little engineer is always listening.
Sarah, I think Dave's on to us. Amp up the security.